Hello, everybody. I was going to do the requested rundown at level 21 on my monk fighter, Kentai. I don't think I'll make this video like super long, but we'll we'll go through all of the nuances. Open up the character sheet first thing, and see the split is a fighter 12, monk 8. And I didn't get this video released at 20. I did make it to 21 last night. Um, so the whole point of doing this, and I'll just open up my bio because I wrote all the notes on there instead of trying to add it all up or add something on screen visually for you guys to see. I don't know how these guys make these cool videos. They can they can put in text or whatever to highlight points like they're doing a PowerPoint presentation. I'm not that advanced yet, sadly. So we got up here um, showing these are the numbers that add up for your critical multiplier on the greataxe. And I want to get this going. This is all my future ideas on my bio about what I was trying to do. And the big one's going to be coming up in a couple of lives. It's a greataxe times 10 here. But for this one, you get one from the monk stance, and that's the fire stance in Master of Forms. Now, I'll hit feats later and show you what I took and everything, but if you read down there on Sun Stance, it says +3 strength, +1 critical multiplier, and rolls at a 19 or 20. So it counts for like any weapon, monk weapons, and since I'm a Kensi spec for the great axe, I'm getting one off of there, I think. Um, Strike with no thought is a competence bonus, and oops. Yeah. What did I just do? We'll go back to bio. I'll just open up this enhancement tree and show you. Here's the Kensai fighter over here on the left. I got 44 points in it. But that strike with no thought is the third bottom thing, which opens up at level 6. So just future reference. Um, it's always good to mix at least 6 levels of fighter, in my opinion, on a melee. Um, if you don't, just follow through with it to 20. Now, this is a competence bonus, as I said, which doesn't stack all the time with other things. So you got to be careful and watch what your. This keen edge up at the top of the Kensai is for the critical threat range, not for the critical multiplier. So I was trying to max out the multiplier on this character, like as a specific task. So next on the list is the Riftmaker greataxe. I won't be able to get this equipped to level 28, but it's one of the axes, or the only axe in the game, I think, with a ×4 base critical multiplier. It's an awesome weapon. In fact, I would even call that better right now than the Barovian great axes that are out. But that's, all up to you. It's one more. Uh, the ED Epic Destiny Legendary Dreadnought are on the next two, and I'll open up Epic Destinies. And a Legendary Dreadnought, I will hover over the specific ones. One is Devastating Critical, a +1 critical damage multiplier on rolls of 19 and 20. So if you rolled an 18, still it wouldn't be on there. But 19 or 20, 10% chance on your die rolls there. And then the last one is Headsman's Chop. And this is specific to when you have an axe equipped in your main hand. You gain a +1 critical damage multiplier again on 19s and 20s. And then the last one is an epic feat. And I will open up the epic feats. Overwhelming critical, and I just got it. You have to have improved critical on any one of the 5 choices there. Mine's for slashing. So I think what it is, and I'll go back to my bio so we can show again. Um, I'm missing the Rift Maker right now, so I'm one down from my main finish of ×9. Yeah, I believe I'm at a ×8, which is pretty decent right now. I'm having a lot of fun beating on stuff. Now, on the inventory page, no. Character sheet. We'll leave that guy up there. Showing melee power at 71. Um, I'll open up the enhancement trees and you can see the layout here. I have most of it in the Half-orc, another 25 points in the Half-orc um, racial tree, and I took that all the way up here to the Raging Crush. Um, these other ones on the side, the Power Rage, it's showing, when raging, you get an additional +1 strength, but you also lose your or minus, and you get an additional -1 penalty to AC, all the way up to a +3 and -3. But I'm not focused on raging on here. Like, if I had done a barbarian Half-orc, I probably would have taken this, or a druid that has its rage, and the action boost Orcish Rage says when you become enraged, you gain a 40 primal bonus to melee power and +2 primal bonus to strength for 20 seconds. But it'll uncenter me. So I couldn't really delve into those two. I am centered as a monk. I took the 5th tier of the Kensi, specializing in greataxes. And even though I'm monk and I'm running around, this Kensai focus overrides it. It's something that you could do with a lot of other builds for weapon choices, and I think it's just something I have to get. Like, I was thinking about making a heavy pick monk, two-handed dual wielder. I didn't put that on my bio yet because I'm not done working out the details on it, but just for future reference, it'd be something pretty high in the crit damage. I took the Henshin Mystic tree here, as many points as I had left, another 13. And it's because there's more melee power down here in the bottom. And I like lighting the candle. Um, it does extra force damage and fire damage, but it's a little bit, it scales with melee power. So it's like, well, why not do that extra damage on your great axe too? Kind of interesting. And the other two, the static charge and the all-consuming flame, they cause everybody in your party to do more damage of those types to monsters that you're hitting. So I like these. Any combination. There's one for, acid and for cold too. I mean, it's something neat to help out other players, in my opinion, and you makes them vulnerable. And since I'm a frontline, right up close to most monsters, I pop this too, so they take more fire damage, supposedly, and for vulnerability. Kind of neat. Ultimate little helper tree there, that Henshin Mystic. I like it. I didn't get, a ton of points in here to mess around with other stuff, but pretty nice. I like it. And so I did this mix 12 fighter, 8 monk, knowing that there weren't going to be very many enhancement points to go around to do everything that you wanted, but you could at least maximize, almost maximize 2 trees. So it's the part that I don't like so much about triple classing is it just always seems like there's something out there that you can't quite get. Not enough points to go around. Okay. So these stats are inflated a little bit. I have tomes. I think I have a +8 tome on this, so it just doesn't come up for another couple of levels. Primary stats are, for me, were Constitution and Strength. It is strength based, it's not Dex. And I'm doing this, my reflex save suffers there. This is unbuffed. Like, I only have one clicky for DH or whatever, but 35, 41, and 33 respectively. Um, what I do notice though is with the less armor, like from not playing with heavy, my PRR and MRR are lower substantially than what, but I get dodge. Where is that? Hover over AC. There it is. I'm only at what, 15% right now out of a possible 29. Higher dodge and evasion gives you a chance to, get missed. Something I have to work on. I haven't been really trying to tweak gear, just trying to power level right now and get up to 30 so I can go do Strahd raids and stuff. Um, what did I miss? Feet. Yeah, basic. What do? They hide all these in here. Okay, the combat feats I took are for two-handed fighting, improved two-handed fighting, and greater two-handed fighting. And I like these because they add melee power. Defensive feats, nada. Dodge. Took dodge. 3% dodge bonus. I took a monk fleet, deflect arrows too. I like to at least try to dodge some of them, get out of the way of some of those once in a while. And then the fighter feats, weapon specialization slashing, greater slashing, and well, they're both listed as graders. Wow, 3 of them. Okay. Martial feats, cleave and power attack. I'm thinking about taking great cleave later, but haven't leveled up high enough to get more feats. Improved critical slashing. And then for monk feats, I'm in the path of harmonious balance Fistolite on the light side. No dark this time. No range feats. The racial feats just show a Half-orc. Kind of neat. DDO categorized all these now for everybody. A little bit easier to find stuff. I don't even think I did take toughness once. So that's something that, that's optional right there. I could have taken that great cleave. Problem is, on my hotbars right now, 1 through 10 are down here in the lower left, and it's so far away from the center of the screen where my mouse is. I'm doing these over by hand, and if I wanted to manually do one, I couldn't quite reach quick enough sometimes. So I just reloaded everything in here. Everything that's important close to where I click. Obviously, you can set this up however you like, and there's a lot of stuff. In the Epic Destinies, you get all these clickies here for the Legendary Dreadnought. Action Boost Power, the Thick Skin, and the Action Boost Unmovable. Lay waste, master's blitz, momentum swing. So I have all these loaded in succession, and there wasn't even enough room over here on the 1 to 10 of what I wanted to do. I'm still playing around with the order of the attack, meaning right now, because of the greataxe and my sentient stuff, I'll wait for it to scroll down to the bottom to show prowess. The final tier on the tier 5 for prowess, when you pop a when you pop any of your action boosts, you get a 75 bonus to melee power for 10 seconds. So this has to be first, one of these two action boosts, before you start to engage major bosses or big groups of mobs or whatever. Any one of these action boosts, and I have the haste and the melee power boost loaded. So I can boost that by like 105 on my melee power for a short period of time. And then with the other Kensai Fighter Strike opportunity attack, it's another 20 melee power if you can get all three of these going. And that doesn't even mention the Power Surge, which is just a bonus, a +8 strength essentially for that amount of time too for you. And Master's Blitz. First thing you do is you blitz, hit action boost power, and then do this opportunity attack, and then start swinging away with the rest of your stuff, whatever you need. So I'm still messing around with this order and where I'm going to put them in a slot so it's easy to keep the same order going, but it's incredible. And I'll open up my stat page and try to hover over when I hit all these to show what my melee power wings up to. Okay, so it's at 71 right now. And hitting all three of those quickly, I'm at 197 for a short period of time on the melee power. Strength boosted to 67 with the psionic boost. So that's where you want to play, and you have to find a way to get something that you like. And I don't know, I'm not gonna go and and beat on stuff right now, but it's been incredible. Around, if I time it right, it's from 9,000 damage to 13,000 on the Raging Crush. Um, and so if you hit that on a double strike, it's probably 26k or something like that at maximum right now at 21. But it's tough to time. I mean, excuse me. And the other thing is that I think that that hit was also well vulnerable and held. Um, in the what the heck was I doing? In the twists, I have 4 slots available, but I did take sense weakness from the oh god, what is it called now? Fury of the Wild. And I'm still contemplating if I want to go and jump into this for the adrenaline shots and twist over. Because as it stands right now, I already have fast healing twisted in from here and primal scream for more strength. I also took Lithe as a tier 2. That's from the Shadow Dancer. It's a +6 to your reflex saves because I do have evade on this character. So that's that's a good thing to have. I wanted to get again not enough points at these low levels to get like Grim Precision or something else. but it's something that, I like it when I have characters that are able to do multiple destinies and mess around, just to see what is higher later. I I like the legendary dreadnought right now, but as I said, there's of a lot of clickies down here to be playing with. So, and inventory, I'm only wearing 3 pieces of that chrono set right now, and it's to get that strength up some more. Uh, the epic set, and I don't even have this slot loaded in here on my helm. But first tier of the Abishai set is a +3 bonus to your strength profane. And then some other swag gear. This is just not even name stuff. I'm still wearing a Elite Ring of Shadows for blur. Something. This is a death block constitution and insightful strength item that I found. Big deal, +4. Not really sure. I don't, this because it has the ability to do the Path of Harmonious Balance. You can get hit points back in game. Like I just hit the dummy with that. And then since there's only 8 monk levels, which is what the healing now is based on, it's 1 to 4 for every monk level. You get that also as a clicky for your heals during the game. Now, one of the greataxes out there in Barovia has a vampirism effect on it. So I might, also use that if I'm really having a quest without an actual healer in it. But so far, so good. The other thing is with the monk is you can sit down and do wholeness of body if you need to. Now it's still nerfed on Reaper, so you gotta be careful there too, as well as whatever else pots. This character is not so good on the UMD. It's only a 45% chance right there on scrolls of heal, and my res scrolls was even less, so it's a little bit selfish in this aspect. Um, yeah, I mean, my charisma at 27, it only started with a base 6 because it's a half-orc. So, yeah, it's probably a good idea to play with another dedicated healer so you don't have to watch that all the time, in my opinion. But overall, the melee output on this thing is like better than the Wraith that I put together at this juncture, from what I've been noticing. So anyway, I think that's enough for my rundown. I didn't want to make a huge video. You guys have a nice Sunday, and I think that's it. Have a nice day.